ॐ पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं वादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेद विभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। 254 verse number 254। जाति नीति कुल गोत्र दूरगम नाम रूप गुण दोष वर्जितम देश काल विषयातिवर्ति यत् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावय आत्मनि। I repeat one more time. जाति नीति कुल गोत्र दूरगम नाम रूप गुण दोष वर्जितम देश काल विषयातिवर्ति यत् ब्रह्म तत्त्वमसि भावय आत्मनि। The meaning is that which has no caste, creed, family or lineage, which is without name and form, merit and demerit, which is beyond space, time and sense objects, that Brahman thou art. Meditate on this in your mind. See the translation one more time. That which is beyond caste, creed, family, and lineage, devoid of name and forms, merit and demerit, transcending space, time, and seen objects, that Brahman you are. Meditate on this in your mind. Very interesting topic now going on. Till the disciple has studied so many principles, fundamentals of Vedanta, the seeker is supposed to know all teachings in intellectual levels. If a seeker understands the Vedanta, then Vedanta is very easy, like a fun, enjoyment. Otherwise, it becomes so difficult. Now time has come, live in life these techniques which has been said till now. It is like that some person has water in abundant quantity, but the person is going to die by thirst. Same, you know everything, but only knowing is not enough. Digest it. What is way to implementation of these techniques? how to assimilate this supreme knowledge. Guru is giving a path, that is Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana is the last step. Nididhyasana is the last step. All things we have done, if Nididhyasana has not done, then we call it in Sanskrit, it is a pragya parad. Pragya parad, I can translate it like you are not respecting your knowledge. Pragya parad means you are not accept your knowledge as your knowledge. You are not honest with your knowledge. You are not honest with your intellect. You are guilty with your knowledge. So meditation in the world is very popular meditation in all over the world. But in Vedanta, the word is very different way. It said, it is a Nididhyasana. Nididhyasana, actually it is a form of meditation, but not exact meditation. It is a Vedantic meditation. The way of Vedanta, what is a meditation? There are so many methods all over the world. They are propagating all over the world. We are doing lots of mental activities. And nothing will happen. Vedanta gives you very simple technique. Very simple technique. Don't put effort. In meditation, we think about our mind. We have taught that control your mind. We have been taught how to control our mind. So, in Vedanta, control of the mind is not matter. Matter is material. Matter is what you are thinking. So, here, few verses. The last line would be Brahma Tattvamasi Bhava Atmani. The line will come again and again. Brahma Tattvamasi Bhava Atmani. That Brahman thou art, meditate on this in your mind. The master is giving direct instructions. That disciple has done everything. So many practices, so many rituals, so many chantings, pilgrimages, charities, listening. Everything he has done. Now there is only last step. Only last step. So that is why Master does not teach how to sit, how to meditate. Any instructions have not been given by Master. Everything has happened. Seeker has done everything. Now the seeker is ready for last step. And that step we call nididhyasa, the way of meditation in Vedanta. Obviously, a seeker should sit quiet and calm and relax. The way is how to meditate, what the matter of meditation. Shankaracharya says, you start your thinking, you start your way of thinking, the process of thinking from the supreme reality. Because you know, the seeker is ready. He has studied, he has intellectual knowledge what supreme reality is. But now the time is to apply it. So close your eyes, sit properly, and think in your mind. Make understand your mind what supreme reality is. Jati, Niti, Kulagotra Durgam. First, we know about the world, about the body, about the caste. Jati. Jati means caste. Actually, Jati means birth. If once you have taken birth, then you will become responsible for society, for family, for country. Then so many responsibilities will come to you. These are creed. You should do this, you should not do this. There are so many ways. Then family. Which family do you belong? You maybe belong royal family, beggar family, a learned family, a rich family, any family, and lineage. Lineage, a gotra. Do you remember when we did the Abhishekam on the Shivratri? The Panditji did Sankalpa. Sankalpa means promise, agreement between you and God. So lineage. Your starting point. Family means your mother, father, your parents. Lineage means your original root. So the Jati, Niti, Kulagotra, Durgam. So caste, creed, family, and lineage, this is imposed when one takes birth. You have taken birth. The news of your birth is given to you by someone. You are born, you don't remember. You do not remember your birth, but some other person told you you are born. You have taken birth. Then we identified with caste. I am born in this family, so my caste is so and so. Then my responsibility is like this towards family, towards society. These all are connected to our gross body. The supreme reality does not have any body. So, Jati, Niti, Kula, Gotra, Durgam. Durgam means beyond. The supreme reality, the supreme consciousness does not have any caste, any creed, any family, any source. It is beyond of them. Durgam. Then Nam Rupa Guna Dosha Barjitam. If there is no birth, no body, no name, no form. No name, no form. Form and names only is possible if there is a birth. There is a body. Then you can give a name, you can give a form. But the one who does not have body, the one who does not have any form, so any name and forms are not applicable there. Gunadosha Varjita. There is no merit and demerit. We make distinctions between good people and bad people. We make differentiation. These people are good because they are a good person. They have such beautiful qualities, and they are not good person. So we make differentiation because of merit and demerit. You cannot make differentiation in sky. You can make differentiation in the earth. This earth is good, this is not good. This water is good, this is not good. But in case of the sky, we don't have option. So we cannot say the sky is merit, has merit or demerit. So merit and demerit cannot touch the self. They are accepted by the mind. I am sinner. I am pious. I am sainted. I am the holy. Today is holy. I am the holy man. This is not truth. So mind is accepting that this is merit, this is not merit. So the supreme reality is not good, not bad. Beyond of them. Guna dosha varjitam, then desha kal visayati varti. And the next thought is, the supreme reality is beyond time. It is not limited by time. In other hand, in vice versa, time is limited by it. Everything, every object is limited by time. You are young because of time. You are child because of time. You are old age because of time. Only time is matters. For this consciousness, time is not matters. So he does not have any age. How old the supreme consciousness is, this is not question. So time, desha kal, then comes kal. Space, this space. If someone is in place, suppose I'm in this room, I cannot be other place. I'm limited by this space. You are limited there. But this reality is very opposite. It is everywhere. So space is not limited for, space is, cannot limit for it. Desha, kal, and vishaya. objects. It is not limited by space. It is residing everywhere. And it is not objects. Vishayati varti. Ativarti means beyond. It is beyond of all objects. Yet, now see the beauty of the Vedanta. See the approach of the Vedanta. How Vedanta approach. These all possible definitions for the Brahman till now we have studied. And we know this is not new one. We have studied so many times the same things. That time you studied. Now the matter is not for reading. The matter is now for thinking. That is why Shankaracharya is giving repetition. You have studied so many times. The Brahman is like this, Brahman is like this, Brahman is like this. We have studied so many times. But he's saying again and again, here the point is not for studying. Here the point is bhava, thinking, application. So all these possible definitions are for Brahman. Till now it's easy to think. You make understand your mind. Now study is over. Practical it starts. Think deeply. Study was coming from other side. Master was giving. Now you give yourself. The part of the master is over. You sit. You are listener. You are teacher. You are master. You are disciple. You teach yourself. You make understand yourself. Bhava. When you start thinking Brahman is like this, Brahman is like this, then Vedanta says, yad is whatever. No description is given. No name is given. The consciousness is like this, like this. No. Yad, whatever. Up to you. No, up to you. You think. Whatever. And this will be disclosed for you only if you experience it. Without experiencing, you cannot say this is like this. Only the master, the teacher can take you only for till now, till this point. Beyond this point, you have to move yourself. You think yourself. You are teacher, you are the master. Vedanta says, yad, whatever. No name. Brahma, tattvamasi bhavayatmani. The most important part is, whatever is, it is not apart from you. Tattvamasi, the great sentence was given to Shvetketu by his master and father. But this is not only for Shvetketu. Shvetketu was just the excuse. It is for everyone. everyone. So now you convince yourself supreme about supreme reality. What supreme reality is? You you contemplate over and over, again and again in your mind. That is, that Brahman is your own self. You are the supreme consciousness, which is being emphasized by Vedanta. Vedanta reveals this truth, and this ultimate truth must be revealed by a seeker. You are the Brahman. Then your journey will be complete. The state of oneness is ultimate goal. Then you can say liberation, salvation, realization, moksha. There are so many names. Brahma tattvam bhav atmani. Now next one. Yat param sakalvag agocharam gocharam bimal bodh chakshushaha shuddha chid ghan manadi vastu yat brahma tattvam bhavay atmani. See the translation. The Supreme Brahman, which is beyond the range of speech, but known only through the eye of pure illumination, which is pure mass of consciousness, which is a beginningless entity, that Brahman, thou art, meditate on this in your mind. Beautiful. That, I repeat one more time, that Supreme Brahman, which is beyond the range of all speech, but accessible to the eye of pure illumination, which is pure, the embodiment of knowledge, the beginningless entity, that Brahman you are. Meditate on this in your mind. Very beautifully, Shankaracharya is giving explanations. Another aspect for thinking process about Brahman, about oneness. He says, Param Sakalvag Agocharam. The same way, start your thinking from the supreme consciousness. What supreme consciousness may be? It is a beyond of speech. Beyond of speech. The most powerful medium of the communication is speech. The masters, the scriptures, always are using to give their experiences to seekers. But seekers should be very alert. The word cannot carry full meanings. It is not able to connect a seeker with the reality. Then what a way is for a seeker. See, Bhag Agocharam. Agocharam means beyond. So the principle says you cannot describe. No one can describe. Even God also could not describe because By nature, it is undescribable. So beyond of speech, you cannot communicate properly. You just indicate this is the Brahman. Because the speech has its limits. Language has its own problems. Scriptures and masters have been describing their label based. But lastly, he said, we can only indicate. So it does not mean the Brahman is cannot be described, cannot be understood. Yes, Sankaracharya says, don't become hopeless. Gocharam Bimala Bodh Chakshusha. It is accessible, but you have to need a special facility of watching. Special, extraordinary. We have two eyes. For what? For seeing the world. Because our sense organs are made of from sense organs, object, uh, 5 elements. So they can recognize 5 sense organs can only know the 5 elements. They cannot see the Brahman. Bimala Bodha Chakshusha, very significant words. Brahman is accessible only Gyan Chakshu, the vision of knowledge. In scriptures, in our mythology, we know the Lord Shiva has 3 eyes. So we call it Trinetra. Lord Shiva has 3 eyes. 2 is a common and 1 eye is special. We call it Gyan Chakshu, eye of knowledge. When it is required, he can open it. When it does not require, he opens 2 eyes. So Lord Shiva means who has option. When he wants to see the world, he opens the 2 eyes. And when he doesn't want to see the world, he opens the 3rd eyes. Same, the realized person also. The realized person also likes Lord Shiva. He also has 3 eyes. 2 eyes we can see, but 3rd eyes only he knows. Bimala Bodha Chakshusha. The Brahman is accessible if you have the eyes of knowledge. Then Brahman is accessible. Shuddha Chidgan Manadi Vastuya. And how the question will arise, how this vision, how can we get it? The answer is very simple. Vedanta is very clear. You do your duties, your rituals, chanting, japa, meditation, whatever is good act you do. Then sadhan chatushtaya, fourfold. Then Shravan, Manan. So this is the way to achieve this vision. Bodha Chakshusha, Suddha Chid Ghan Anadi. And this is pure. Pure knowledge. Knowledge itself. Pure knowledge means knowledge itself. Knowledge, pure knowledge means without experiencer. Listen carefully. The purity of the knowledge is there is no experienced, no experiencer. So this is the pure knowledge. That Brahma is not separate from yourself. It is anadi, beginningless. It is always. Yet, see the point. See the clarity. Yet whatever, Brahma Tattvam Asi Have Atmani, you think over and over the same thought. In Vedanta, we call it Brahma Kara Karit Vritti. The thought of shape of Brahman. Repeat again, same thought, same process. Bhave Brahma Tattvam Asi Atmani Bhave. Atmani means in your mind. Repeat again and again and again and again. Same method, same thing. I am the Supreme Consciousness. Whatever Supreme Consciousness is, you are the same. You are the expression of the Supreme Consciousness. Supreme Consciousness does not express itself directly. You are the expression of Supreme Consciousness. Brahma Tattvam Bhave Atmani. Now see the another one. Sadbhi Rurmibhi Rayogi Yogi Hirda Bhavitam Nakaranir Bhavitam Buddhya Vedya Manadhyam Asti Yat Brahma Tattvamasi Bhave Atmani. I repeat. Sadbhi Rurmibhi Ayogi Yogi Hirda Bhavitam Nakaranir Vibhavitam Buddhya Vedya Manadhyam Asti Yat Brahma Tattvamasi Bhave Atmani. The translation is that which is untouched by the six waves of sorrow, which is realized in the heart of yogis, but which cannot be grasped by the sense organs, that which the intellect cannot know, which is of flawless excellence, that Brahman, thou art, meditate on this in your mind. One more time, translation. That which is untouched by sixfold wave, meditate upon by the yogis, heart, but not grasped by the sense organs, which the intellect cannot know, and which is unspeakable, that Brahman you are, meditate on this in your mind. So now another aspect. The last line is similar. Brahma Tattvamasi Bhava Atmani. Only the point is, and he giving so many aspects. You think this way, you think that way. And beyond, apart from these mantras, you can create your own way also. The only thing is, you are not different from the consciousness. So, another way to contemplate on this oneness, Shankaracharya says, Sadbhi Rurmibhi. So, there are sixfold waves. Sadbhi Urvi. They are decay and death, hunger and thirst, grief and delusion. Waves, ripples. As we see in the sea, ocean, there are so many waves, ripples in the ocean. So our life is like ocean. Our life like ocean. There are so many waves, so many ripples. And scriptures divided these all waves, ripples in sixfold. They was given name in six forms. First, decay, and another is death. Decaying all things slowly in decreasing. And lastly, death comes. So these two ripples, waves, connect to our gross body. Then comes hunger and thirst. These two waves, two ripples, are for our pranas. They are in pranas. So decay and death is in gross body. Gross body slowly decays, and lastly death comes. Hunger and thirst in the pranas, and grief and delusion, these two are in the mind. So our whole life is covered by these six. Shankaracharya says, Sadbhi Rurvi Ayogi. So our whole life, gross body, our pranas, our mental level, all are covered by six these waves. But the supreme consciousness is untouched by these. Yogi Hridaya. Now he's saying, yoga means connect. Yoga means connecting. Yogi Hridaya Bhavitam. There are so many great yogis. They meditate in their heart. What is the object in their mind? A great yogis, when they are in meditation, what is going on their mind? What they are thinking? What is the thought process? Maharishi Patanjali says, Tada drishtu sarupya avasthanam. When a yogi is in meditation, that time he is established in his own nature. Tada drishtu sarupya avasthanam. In meditation, there is no objective world, no mind. Same. So in meditation state, yogi hirdi bhavitam, the yogis in their mind state of meditation, they think about Brahman. Nakaranir bhavitam. And meditation is the way to think about Brahman. Meditation is the way to know about Brahman. Meditation is the way to realize the Brahman. Nakaranir. There are so many. Karana means mediums for knowledge. We have eyes, ears, tongue, nose, skin. We have mediums. These mediums are not capable to give experience of the supreme consciousness. Karanai bhavitam na. And Buddhi avidyam. Not even your sense organs is not able to understand the reality of the Brahman, even intellect also not capable to think about it. So what does it mean? When scripture says the intellect is not capable to discover the reality of the Supreme Brahman, and so what the way? So here intellect means only intellect, sharpen intellect, like a scientist, very intellect, very intelligent, a doctor, a musician, engineer, may be very sharp and intelligent. He has very sharp and intellect. But this intellect will not work. This intellect will not go the realm of the consciousness. Avidyam, and it is without taint, pure. Yad, whatever is supreme consciousness, you think, you bhava, meditate, you contemplate. The center point is the contemplation that you and the supreme consciousness are not separate. The supreme consciousness and you are the one. Bhava Atmani again and again. Now, next one. Bhranti Kalpit Jagat Kalasrayam Swasrayam cha Sad Sad Vilakshanam Niskalam Nirupaman Avadhiyat Brahma Tattvamasi Bhava Atmani. I repeat. Bhranti Kalpit Jagat Kalasrayam Swasrayam cha Sad Sad Vilakshanam Niskalam Nirupaman Avadhiyat Brahma Tattvamasi Bhava Atmani. The meaning is that which is the substratum of the universe and its various aspects which are due to delusion, which is its own support, which is other than the gross and the subtle, which has no parts and is truly uncomparable, that Brahman, thou art, meditate on this in your mind. See that translation one more time. That which is untouched by this, that which is substratum of the universe with its various subdivisions, which are all creations of delusion, which itself has no other support, which is distinct from the gross and subtle, which has no parts and has variety, barely no exemplar, that Brahman you are, meditate on this in your mind. The most important part is that Brahman you are, meditate on this in your mind. Master says, meditate oneness yourself with supreme reality. The supreme reality is being explained over and over because you have some idea about this. It is a substratum of visible and invisible all worlds. Bhranti kalpit jagat kalasrayam. Whatever we are experiencing this time, Jagat, we call it Jagat. Jagat means universe, phenomenon. We are experiencing Jagat. And it's Kala. The very important word is Kala. Kala means aspects. Kala means like this, when you see in the sky the moon. Sometimes it appears half, sometimes quarter, and sometimes full. When it is full moon, that time also moon is full. But when this is not full moon is full. That time too. We cannot see full moon. But moon is full. It is scientific fact. Everyone knows. In our words, we call it Kala, Chandra Kala. Slowly, gradually, it increases. First Kala, second, Dutiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, and full moons like today is full moon. So moon is always full. It appears sometimes full for us, sometimes not. Same Bhranti Kalpit Jagat Kala. The Kala aspects of the universe, varieties of the universe, there are so many varieties. Very strange thing. The universe is very undescribable, like Brahman. The universe is like Brahman. You cannot describe. Sometimes the universe makes you happy. Same universe, another time makes you unhappy. Sometimes it becomes cause for anger. Sometimes quietness. Sometimes attachment. Sometimes detachment. World is same. Nothing has changed. World is same. Sometimes you are angry because of the world. Sometimes you are happy because of the world. You are satisfied, you are unsatisfied. You are angry, you are in peace. Only cause is world. This is the beauty of the world. This is the very beauty of the world. That is why you are enjoying the world. If this beauty lost, then you cannot live in the world. Sometimes you are happy, sometimes unhappy, sometimes in peace, sometimes in anger. So these all are the kala of the Jagat. Kala, aspects. But these all aspects with the universe are kalpit. They are not real. Dhranti, kalpit. They are projected by our delusion. They are projected by our delusion, where its substratum is whatever. The Brahman. Kalasrayam. Dhranti, kalpit, jagat, kalasrayam. The question will arise, if this is the substratum for the universe, who is the substratum for this? Here is being said, Swasrayam, it does not need any support. Sad asad vilakshanam, it is not real, not unreal, because the reality and reality is our definition. So these definitions are not valid, which are given by us. So our reality, our unreality is not valid. Niskalam. It is without limbs. There is no parts. It is one. Nirupamanam. And it is not comparable. It is not comparable. You cannot compare because for comparison, you must have at least two things. Then you can compare one with each other. At least two things there must be, then we can compare. So there is not comparison is not possible because there is only one. That is why Upanishad says, Na tasya pratimasti. For the Supreme Consciousness, there is no comparison. There is no any similarity. There is no any similar to the consciousness. Consciousness is only consciousness. Consciousness is only consciousness. There is no other similar, any object, anything. Nirupamanavat Tad Brahma. This is that whatever Brahma Tattvam Bhave Atmani. You repeat again, and take different aspects, different views, different things. And the center point is, I am the same Brahman. I am the not different from the Brahman. Brahman is not different from me. Again and again, the thought process should we continue. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Santi Shanti Santi. Shankaram Sankaracharyam Keshavam Vadarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Puna Puna Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshina Murtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.